Hi, everybody. Welcome to Crow's Call Tarot. This is Melody. We are going to see what they are not telling you. The person you are watching this video for, we are going to find out what they are not talking to you about. Okay. So we're going to use the Psychic Tarot of the Heart by John Holland, the Mystic Moon Twin Flame Oracle cards, the Mystic Moon Twin Flame messages, the Butterfly Oracle cards. And for spiritual messages, we're going to use the postcards from Spirit by Colette Baron Reed. Okay. The Butterfly Oracle cards are by Doreen Virtue. Okay. John Holland, and of course, Mystic Moons. All right. So we're going to pick a couple of cards just to see what Spirit wants to talk about, what they are not telling you. Okay, so we are going to see what they are not telling you and why. We'll pick 4 different messages. I see 444 all the time, so we're going to pick 4. 4 seems to be the thing. And see what is going on. So, I pre-shuffled. So, I'm just shuffling and cutting again. We're going to spread these out, so there's no use in cutting them. And we're going to pick 4 messages from here. Okay. All right. So, we're going to start with the first message. So what they are not telling, what are they not telling you? It's easier to just stay away right now. That's what they're not telling you. They're not communicating this to you. All right. So let's pull a Psychic Tarot of the Heart and get a little bit of clarification on that. The reason why it's just easier to stay away right now is because I feel that they're confronting some shadows. Okay, because this is the Moon card. And if you look, he's looking at his shadow, like he's facing it. Okay, so that's why I feel they're telling you it's just easier to stay away right now because they're doing some shadow work. They're confronting their darkest fears, their shadows. So that's why. All right, so let's get some clarification on that. That's keeping them bound. That's why it's just easier to stay away right now, because they are confronting shadows that's keeping them bound. And they're releasing them. That's what I feel. That's why they're confronting them, so that they can release them. All right, so let's pick a Butterfly Oracle card for that. Dietary change. So yeah, I feel that maybe if you do a dietary change, it'll be able to help you release whatever shadow that you are confronting. Maybe it has something to do with your diet, and Spirit's telling you to change it. Okay, that could be why they are. That's a shadow. Maybe it has something to do with their health, maybe their weight. Okay, and that's a shadow, and they want to release it. Maybe they want to lose weight. Okay, maybe they don't feel self-confident enough, and that's a shadow that they have to work through. Perhaps, self-confidence is a pretty hard thing once, to try to build back up once somebody beats you down. Okay, so let's pick a postcard from Spirit and see what they have to say about this. It says, "Dearest you, do you ever wonder whether your ideas and inspirations might be coming through your soul rather than generated from your mind alone? We are here to tell you we are always whispering in your ear about your highest good. We are conduits for Spirit, letting you know you are a living channel for this awesome co-creative energy. When you're feeling inspired, it means you heard us. Inspiration means spirit is breathing through you. Inspiration needs your human passion to keep it going so you can make a difference in this world. So keep moving on what inspires you. Let yourself be led into new experiences and know that this is why you're on the earth. Your purpose is to discover your spirited nature and to bring forth through your efforts whatever is meant to be. Wondrous miracles have a way of showing up when you let inspirations propel you forward. You are so, so loved. Look at that. Okay. So, yes, perhaps, yeah, it might be easier to stay away because they're confronting their shadows. Maybe one of their shadows is how they feel about themselves, how they look. Okay. And they need to release that because what it's doing is it's keeping them stuck and bound. And spirit is telling you, you are, you're beautiful. You are able to, um, you can hear us. We're inspiring you on how to release this stuck and bound energy and confront these shadows and to discover your spiritual nature, to bring forth, to manifest whatever it is that you want to manifest. So that's what they're not telling you. Okay. So let's go for message number 2. What are they not telling you? Is it possible to forgive and forget? Okay. So let's get a psychic tarot for the heart. So is it possible to forgive and forget? What are we forgiving and forgetting? So maybe perhaps they're hoping that you can forgive and forget so that a dream can come true. And odds are about solitude too. So I feel that they went within to possibly forgive their self and to forget the whatever was ailing them, to forgive themselves, to go within and forgive themselves. Because if you remember, the first message was they're confronting their shadows. Okay. So, yes, let's clarify that again. Return. Yes. So, they're wanting to know if it's possible for you to forgive and forget, because I feel that they would like to make your dream come true and return to you. That's what they're not telling you. So let's pull another one. Yes. They're also not telling you they know that you're part of their tribe. Absolutely. Beautiful. So let's pick a butterfly card. Butterfly oracle card. Grief work. So perhaps, they're wanting to know if you can possibly forgive and forget and work on the grief of the fact of what they have put you through. Or perhaps you're grieving from something that they have did, or perhaps you're grieving from a loss of some kind. Okay. So, yes. All right. So let's get a postcard from Spirit on that. Dear you, you are in such good shape right now that we're all doing a happy dance. In this moment, you have the power to make a choice to get with Spirit and co-create a miracle. You may wonder where this is all going, but if you want to manifest your desires for your highest good, you need to stay focused on the now. All power is in the present moment. So, in other words, that's why you got the grief card. You need to let go of that. You need to work on that. Okay. Um, you need to stay focused on it now instead of grieving over what has happened. All power is in the present moment. Ask yourself, what are your dominant thoughts now? What beliefs are you motivated by? Do you have clarity right now? How is your conscious contact with the divine? Are you plugged in, or are you trying to do life all by your small self? Get rid of the negative energy now. Resentments be gone. Forgiveness and love enter, please. You can do your life beautifully and create your most powerful future right now. Right here, right now, in this moment. Are you thrilled to know you have a huge cheering section over here? Love and hugs always. So that's why you got the grief work. Yes. You need to release resentments, find forgiveness and love. Okay? Quit grieving over what was done and move forward from it. Because I feel that a dream is about to come true. So that's what they're not telling you for message number 2. So let's go on to message number 3, what they are not telling you. Our connection still affects me. That's what they're not telling you. So let's pull a psychic tarot of the heart on that. Yes, we got the 8 of Wands, success and growth. So yes, our connection still affects me and they are feeling it. They are wanting to move forward. They are wanting to find success and growth in this connection because it's still affecting them. So let's get some clarifiers from Mystic Moon. Reinvention. Yes, I feel that they want to reinvent a new way perhaps to communicate. Okay. Surrender. So you need to surrender something. So let's pull another one. Nostalgia. So you need to surrender this, keeping your heart on a string, this nostalgic energy, okay? So that you can move forward. So our connection still affects me. So they're still thinking about that. They're still nostalgic over the fact that they kept your heart on a string. And they know that they need to surrender it. They need to find a way to reinvent this success and growth. They need to find a way to reinvent a movement or communicate with you, perhaps. Okay? So let's get a butterfly oracle card message on that. Sobriety. So they're telling you to end a codependency. So maybe what they're not telling you is the connection still affects them, but they're having an issue with sobriety or some kind of an addiction, perhaps. An addiction to drugs, addiction to alcohol, addiction to codependency, addiction to sex, gambling, addiction to work. So that's what they're not telling you. Maybe they are trying to become sober and they're tapping into your connective energies to use that to try to succeed and move forward from it. Okay, so let's get a postcard from Spirit and see what they have to say to this person. Dearest you, do you know how much we love you and want to help you? We are here for you and we hear you ask for guidance, but you must let go and let us help you. That's that codependency thing. You don't have to do it all. You've done your part. Now let us do ours. We would be awestruck if you knew how many strings were pulled through the matrix to give you what you need and desire. Spirit has a plan, and when you sign up to be a co-creator, you need to remember to allow the partnership. It's not one-sided. Your desires and plans meet up with those of Spirit. Remember, though, Spirit's timetable and ideas of how things will play out may be quite different from yours. Trust us. That might be where that codependency is coming from. You're codependent on a certain outcome or codependent on how things are going to play out. Okay? Trust us. Spirit's ideas are amazing. Now let go and let us do the magic. Pay attention to the other areas of your life, and before you know it, a miracle will have taken place. We love you so much. Okay? All right, so let's move on to the last message. So, one more message. What are they not telling you? I feel safer in the silence. All right, so let's pick a psychic tarot for the heart. And number three, it's the Three of Wands. Let's take the lead. So, what they're telling you is they feel safer in the silence. And they feel that they can take the lead there. They can, they know how to take the lead in their solar plexus energy because I keep seeing that yellow. Okay, so I feel that they feel safer in silence because they're able to take the lead and tap into their own inner strength or their own willpower and take the lead in their life. That's what I feel. That's why they feel safer in the silence, because they can take the lead in their own life. Okay, so let's clarify that with some Mystic Moon Twin Flame Oracle cards. Third party. Yes. So the silence is is a wedge. That's what this third party is. There's a wedge. The silence is putting a wedge in there. All right, so let's clarify again. Grief. Yes. So I feel that the grief is a third party. Okay. And I feel that that's why they're going to take the lead, and they're trying to take the lead and step into their own power to possibly release this grief, this wedge that's being driven in their self, is what I feel. All right, so let's clarify one more card. Twin flame. So I feel that it's driving a wedge. The silence, the reason why they feel safer in silence is because they are trying to take hold of this grief that's causing a wedge in this twin flame connection. That's what I feel. And possibly spirit might be saying, look, you need to take the lead and release this. Okay. Wow. All right, so let's get a butterfly oracle card on this. What message? Forgiveness. Yes. So, yes, they're telling you to find forgiveness. That's the grief. Find forgiveness. The wedge is the grief. And if you forgive, find forgiveness within your twin flame connection, they're trying to tap into their inner strength, to tap into that forgiveness. They're trying to take lead into releasing that wedge of grief that's between you two. This is what they're not telling you, and they're finding forgiveness. They are wanting forgiveness. That's why they are in silence. That's why they are safer being silent. That's what I felt. So, last message from Spirit. Dear you, there is always more than one side to an argument. Two sides, if not more, to every story, and hundreds of ways to be right, be different, be at odds, and so on. Today, we suggest that instead of looking for differences, you find a meeting place of agreement and approach this experience with understanding and compassion. Forgiveness. Yes. Okay. Seek common ground to understand how another person thinks, or how an alternative plan might be laid. Stay out of judgment too. Observe, discern, but accept that others have different stories, experiences, and journeys, and some people might refuse to remain open to another's point of view. No matter what, you've been presented with a great opportunity to explore a new way of doing things once common ground is reached. You're attracting people and situations that enrich your life and bring you wonderful things to learn. We love you so much. You know what you're attracting? They are attracting you, the twin flame. And I'm sure that they're not exactly sure how to approach it. Okay. And they feel that spirit is telling them to take the lead and to find forgiveness, find that common ground. Because this is a twin flame connection. And the wedge of grief is the grief is driving a wedge in this connection. Okay. And that's why they feel that it's safer to stay in silence. Okay. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed this reading. It's not specific to any one person. It's just a general reading. Take what resonates and leave the rest. If you'd like a more personal read, you can contact me at acrowscall@gmail.com. Or hit one of the links in the lower right hand corner of my channel. One is to my Facebook page, the other one is to my Patreon page. So if it resonates, go over there and jump on and push the follow button. Doesn't cost anything to follow. Now, if you prefer, you can subscribe for a month or you can just book yourself a reading. It's up to you. Thank you and blessed be from the Crow's Priestess.